can grow your audience and social media presence as a new author who's also working full-time. Here's how. While not a requirement to get published, a social media presence is becoming increasingly important for both indie and trad authors simply because it's one of the easiest ways to get directly in front of your audience. It's daunting, especially when you have a full-time job and other responsibilities, but it's also a huge opportunity. And even if you won't grow at the same rate as someone who can dedicate hours a day to this, you will still grow. First, post a mix of content across your audience's journey and interests. Here's what I mean. The videos that have gotten me the most followers are helpful, educational videos that provide value for other writers. We exist in an audience where we love to learn from each other, and we're also often readers in the same genre that we are writing in. So I mix that content with book talk focused videos like reviews and recommendations and other relatable things. And then the least common content I post is specifically around my books. That mix hits all the points of what we call a marketing funnel, where you're growing your audience and then giving that audience opportunities to engage with you further and eventually purchase your book. Second, I have a consistent but manageable posting schedule. I don't post every day. I do one post for each of those 3 points in the funnel every week. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you can't post every day, a sustainable consistency of high quality content is more important than a burst of meh content and then a long break after you get burned out. Third, start by just focusing on one channel, whether that's TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram. Learn the best practices and focus on building. Once you have a foundation, you'll be able to start repurposing that content to other channels to expand your reach further. But it can be a lot to target them all at first. Fourth, engage in the channel you've chosen and on your own videos. Encouraging engagement on your own posts and responding to comments will drastically improve their reach. You'll be building community and fans. The algorithms also seem to favor when you engage in your space. So comment on other book and writing videos, follow other people in your audience and in your space, become a part of the community that you're trying to add to. Fifth, with all of the above in mind, it helps me to make the most of the little time I have when I plan intentionally and batch film. I have a calendar in Google Sheets where I've planned at least the next couple weeks of content. I find that if I sit there and have to think about what to post, then I end up wasting and running out of the little time I had dedicated to this marketing. And give yourself some breaks by planning multiple content formats, some of which will be a lower lift for you. So mix up face-to-camera videos like this with carousels and with B-roll videos that have text on them. And finally, please remember that when you feel discouraged, any growth is good growth. Try not to play the comparison game, it's easy to do, but consider instead how even one follower in a week is someone engaging with you, with your ideas, with your book, and that's a victory. That's someone you wouldn't have reached otherwise. So what do the rest of you busy writers do to grow your audience and social media presence? Or is there anything specific tripping you up as you try to put yourself out there?